Hey all, welcome to homeschool. Hope everybody are doing good. And I am back with model question paper for class 10 which was released by Karnataka SSLC board for the year 2022 board examination. See, the paper has three parts, part A, part B and part C. Part A was on physics questions, which I already covered in my previous video. Video link is given in a description. You can go and check it out if you have not yet watched. Coming to part B. So today I will discuss everything about part B, that is all questions under part B is on chemistry chapters. So this part B has a weightage of around 25 marks. Okay. So let's quickly look at these part B questions. So 14th question will start from part B. That is, 6th main 14th question. Till question number 1 to 13 was from physics part, isn't it? So now question number 14 onwards, it's chemistry part. So here you have two multiple choice questions. Okay, so each one carries 1 mark. So let's look at 14th question. As the pH value of a solution increases, number of H plus ions increases, number of OH minus ions increases, number of OH minus ions decreases, and you will observe equal number of H plus and OH minus ion. So which is correct answer? Definitely it is option B. As pH value increases, as it becomes above 7 and more, you know what actually happens? Number of OH minus ions increases. So solution will become more and more basic, isn't it? So if the solution is basic, pH is more. If the solution is acidic, pH is less, that is below 7. Okay, so definitely you should read the question carefully here. So for 14th question, the answer is option B. Coming to 15th question, very simple one. The amphoteric oxide among the following is potassium oxide, sodium oxide, calcium oxide and zinc oxide. So definitely option D, that is zinc oxide, right? Potassium oxide, sodium oxide and calcium oxides are basic oxide because potassium, sodium, calcium, all these are strong metals which belong to group 1 and group 2 elements, right? Their oxides are always basic. So zinc oxide is amphoteric, which is one more example for amphoteric oxide, very famous. If you know the answer, post the answer in a comment section. Okay, fine. That is all about MCQ question from chemistry part. And now let me go for 7th main. 7th main, that is 16th question, 1 mark question, only one question is there. State Newland's law of octaves. So you have to give the statement. So how do you define Newland's law of octaves? So elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses, right? Of their atomic masses in such a way that every 8th element was similar to first, right? In chemical and physical properties. Chemical and physical properties. So this is the statement of Newland's law of octaves. See, the name itself has octaves in the sense what? A group of 8. So here 8th element is similar in chemical properties and physical properties with that of its first element. Okay, so that is what you have to define. That's all about the 7th main. Coming to eighth main. Eighth main is a 2-mark question. You have two 2-mark questions, so each one carries 2 marks, altogether 4 marks. Fine. Coming to 18th question. Write the molecular formula and 2 uses of each of the following compounds. Right. So first one is washing soda. So what do you mean by washing soda? Formula you have to write. It is nothing but sodium carbonate Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. So it is a hydrated salt. So this is the water of crystallization, isn't it? So this is the formula of washing soda. And now coming to its uses. So where is it used? One of the very important uses used to remove permanent hardness of water. Okay, so we have two types of water, soft water and hard water. If calcium and magnesium salts are present in water, it is called hard water. To remove that calcium and magnesium salts, we can use this washing soda. So this is one of the very famous use that you have to remember always. So 2 uses they asked you. So another use you have to mention. So used in paper industry. Okay, so paper and textile industries. So this one can be used. So these are the 2 uses of washing soda. And next one is bleaching powder. So what do you mean by bleaching powder here? It's very important. It is CaOCl2 is called as bleaching powder. And its uses. First use is to bleach. It is to bleach cotton, linen, right? So other cloths you can bleach with this. And second use is to for water sterilization. For water sterilization also you can use this. What do you mean by water sterilization? To kill the harmful germs which are present in water, we can use this. So that is all about bleaching powder. Okay. So, and there is a OR question here. Okay, so OR question is also very simple, guys. See, in the 18th question itself, OR question. Name the 2 gases liberated in chlor-alkali process. Write one use of each. Chlor-alkali process is the process in which NaOH is prepared, right? NaOH is prepared. So during the preparation of NaOH, 2 gases are liberated. One is hydrogen gas, the other one is Cl2 gas. So these are the 2 gases. So hydrogen gas is liberated at cathode. Chlorine gas is liberated at anode, isn't it? So you have to write 2 uses of this. Cl2 gas used to prepare bleaching powder. Cl2 is used to prepare bleaching powder. Okay, fine. And what is the use of hydrogen gas? It can be used as fuel. Okay, so nowadays hydrogen gas can be used as a fuel, right? So these are the 2 uses of H2 and Cl2 respectively. Clear? So that is all about our question, and that's all about the 2-mark question. Now let's go for 3-mark question from chemistry part. See children, 9th main, that is 19th question, is a 3-mark question. It's again a diagram. Draw the diagram of arrangement of apparatus to show the reaction of zinc granules with dilute sulfuric acid and testing hydrogen gas by burning. Label the following parts: zinc granules and soap solution. This is also a very famous diagram from the chapter acids, bases and salts. So you can refer the textbook and practice all diagrams. They are very important. Okay, fine. And now I am directly going for 20th question. The reaction of lead with copper chloride solution is an example for which type of chemical reaction? Why? Write the balanced chemical equation for this. So first let me write the balanced chemical equation. Okay. So lead. What is the symbol for lead? It is Pb. So copper chloride. Copper chloride formula is CuCl2. So lead reacts with copper chloride to form lead chloride plus copper. Okay, so why did I write this reaction is lead is more reactive than copper. Since lead is more reactive than copper, what happens? Lead replaces, or you can use the word displaces copper from copper chloride solution. Okay. So such reactions are called as displacement reaction. Okay. So what type of reaction it is? Displacement reaction. So first you have to mention the type of reaction is displacement reaction. Then you write the reason. Why did you call displacement reaction? Because lead is more reactive than copper. So lead displaces copper from copper chloride solution. Okay, so that is why you are calling this as displacement. And then write the balanced equation. Okay, so and once you have written the equation, don't forget to check whether the equation is balanced or not. Now here this is a balanced equation. Clear? Fine. And there is a OR question here also. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following reactions and identify the exothermic and endothermic reactions. So for the first one, what did they tell you? Heating of ferrous sulfate crystals. So formula for ferrous sulfate is FeSO4. So when you heat ferrous sulfate crystals, you will get Fe2O3 plus sulfur dioxide plus sulfur trioxide gases, right? So how do you balance this? We'll put 2 there. So is it balanced? Yes. 2 iron, 2 sulfur, here 1, 2 sulfur, 2 4s are 8 oxygen, 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now this is a balanced equation. See, this is an example for which type of reaction? This is an example for endothermic reaction, right? So why are you calling this as endothermic reaction? Because you are heating a reaction. So if you supply heat from outside, then such reactions are called endothermic reaction. So this much should be the answer. And now for the second one, how do you write the answer? Which is the second question? Calcium oxide reacts with water. So what do you mean by calcium oxide? It is quicklime. CaO is the formula. On reaction with water, you will get calcium hydroxide, right? So calcium hydroxide you will get. And we all have studied that this reaction is exothermic reaction. Right? Why do we call this as exothermic reaction? Because heat is liberated outside. Whenever this reaction takes place, heat always comes outside. So this is an exothermic reaction. Okay. So that's all about the 20th question, guys. And coming to 21st question. So 21st question is from the chapter Periodic Classification of Elements. Question is very simple. The atomic numbers of two elements are 12 and 16 respectively. So can you figure out atomic number is 12. So the element is magnesium. Atomic number is 16. So the element is definitely sulfur. Right? Okay. Do you keep these two elements in the same period of modern periodic table? So try to identify in which period magnesium comes. Okay, so magnesium will come in third period, isn't it? So it will come in third period. Whereas sulfur also comes in third period, right? So yes, we keep both elements in third period, right? So yes. Justify your answer. You have to tell why do you keep both elements in a third period? Because if you can write its electronic configuration, what is its electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then 3s2, isn't it? So which is the last shell? Third shell. And if you can write electronic configuration of sulfur, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4, isn't it? So here also last shell is third shell. In both the cases, last shell is third shell. Okay, so both of them can come in a third period. So this is the answer you can write for that justification. Okay, and also they are asking you which one of these two elements is more electropositive and why. Definitely magnesium, right? So magnesium is more electropositive. Can you tell me why? Because it has ability to lose electrons. So magnesium has ability to lose electrons, right? So that is why we call this is more electropositive. So, or we can say compared to sulfur, magnesium is big in size. Its atomic radii is very much bigger, right? So if atomic radii is big, what happens? It will have more ability to lose electron. Then that situation itself we will call it as, that condition itself we will call it as electropositivity. Right? So this much should be the answer for 21st question. So now let's go for 10th main, that is 4-mark question from chemistry part. See, under 10th main you have 22nd question. 22nd question has two sub-questions. One is A and B. And let's talk about question A now. Ionic compounds in solid state do not conduct electricity, but in molten state are good conductors of electricity. Why? Okay, so in molten state you will have free ions, movable ions. So whenever you have movable ions, they can nicely conduct electricity. So that point itself you have to write. In molten state, ions are formed, so conducts electricity. So this must be the answer. Whereas in solid state, attraction between ions is more, so no free ions you can write. No free ions. That is why in solid state they do not conduct electricity. So ions are not free because between ions you will have a strong attraction called electrostatic force of attraction, isn't it? Fine. And coming to B question. So they are asking you to show the formation of magnesium chloride. So very from this chapter, they may ask you formation of NaCl, formation of sodium oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide and magnesium chloride. So definitely this formation of ionic compounds concept you have to study, guys. You shouldn't leave because it can be a compulsory question for 3 marks. Okay, so how do you show the formation of MgCl2? First you have to write Mg, okay, where its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 2. So since it is electropositive, it will lose 2 electron and this fellow Mg gets converted into Mg plus 2, right? So which has electronic configuration 2, 8, more stable. Fine. And now you have Cl, which has electronic configuration 2, 8, 7, right? So this Cl gets 1 electron and this fellow gets converted into Cl minus, which has got electronic configuration 2, 8, 8, more stable. So this Mg plus 2 is called cation. This Cl minus is called anion, isn't it? So now how do you show? Mg which was having 2 electrons in its outermost shell. This is like a dot structure for Mg, and 2 Cls which was having 7 electrons around. So you will show 7 dots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this chlorine also has got 7 electrons in its valence shell. So you will show 7 dots. So this Mg is like 1 electron it is giving to this chlorine. The other electron it is giving to this chlorine. So what do you get? You will get Mg which was carried plus 2, and Cl gained 1 electron. No, how many Cl's are there? 2. So this is how MgCl2 is formed, right? So this step, and how actually electrons are transferring, that step. So 3 marks weightage is there for this question. So you have to be very, very careful. Okay. So I put a big star mark for this question because questions relating to this may appear for the board examination also. So that's all about the 10th main. It was only one 4-mark question, guys. But in a chemistry part, you have one 5-mark question. So I'm going for 11th main. 5-mark question. This is from carbon and its compounds chapter. Very simple question. So here also you have 2 sub questions. Under that I am talking about question A. Write any 2 differences between saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds. Okay, so very simple. Saturated and unsaturated, right? Fine. What do you mean by saturated hydrocarbons? Saturated hydrocarbons have carbon-carbon single bonds, right? So I am just writing it in a shortcut way, but you have to write an elaborate answer. So carbon-carbon single bonds you will find under saturated hydrocarbon. Here carbon-carbon double bonds or triple bonds are found in unsaturated hydrocarbon. So this is the first point. So you have to mention the 2 points. See, whenever they ask you to write the differences, you have to write your answer in this pattern only. Okay, so they asked you to write difference between saturated and unsaturated. Don't write one below the other. Write side to side. Put a column, one side saturated, the other side unsaturated. And then first point. So this fellow has carbon-carbon single bond. Unsaturated hydrocarbon has carbon-carbon double bonds or triple bond. Okay. And saturated hydrocarbons undergo substitution reaction. They undergo substitution reactions, right? Whereas unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reactions. They undergo addition reactions. So these are the 2 points that you can mention, guys. So you will get 2 marks for this, right? So for this half a mark, half mark, like that. Fine. And coming to question B. So under 11th main is actually 23rd question. So 23rd question, under that B. Write the molecular formula and structural formula for the following carbon compounds. First one is propanoic acid. So propanoic acid. First you write the structural formula. You see prop in the sense what? 3 carbons, right? So these are the 3 carbons. Then oic acid is there. That means one of the carbon is present as COOH functional group. So remaining, satisfy the remaining bonds by showing hydrogen atoms. Okay, so this carbon needs 3 more bonds. So hydrogen. So here hydrogen. So this carbon already, so here double bond, this side 1 bond, this side 1 bond. 4 bonds are already there. So this is the structural formula for propanoic acid. They also asked you molecular formula. So what is the molecular formula? Total number of carbon atoms, how much do you have? C3. Total hydrogen atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C3, H6 and 2 oxygen atoms are there. So O2. C3, H6, O2 is the propanoic acid. Okay, fine. And next one, cyclohexane they asked you. So let me show the cyclohexane here. Okay, so cyclohexane. So how do you show cyclohexane? 6 carbons connected in a cyclic form, right? So this is 6 carbon, and each carbon already have 2 bonds. So you have to show 2 more bonds. So you are showing that with hydrogen. So even this carbon has got 2 hydrogens. This fellow also has got 2 hydrogen. Even this has 2 hydrogen. So everywhere you will put 2 hydrogens, right? So this is the structure of cyclohexane. Structural formula. Molecular formula. So how many carbons altogether? 6. How many hydrogens altogether? 6. Sorry, not 6. It is 12, right? Each carbon has got 2 hydrogens. So altogether 12. C6H12 is the formula for cyclohexane. Okay, then last one, pentane. So pentane is very simple. You all can write the structural formula, right? Pent in the sense 5 carbons. 3, 4, 5. So now valency you will satisfy by placing hydrogen atoms. So here you will put 3 hydrogens. Here 2 hydrogens. 2 hydrogens here. 2 hydrogens here. 3 hydrogens here. So this is the structural formula of pentane. And what is the molecular formula? Count the total number of carbons, 5. Total number of hydrogens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So C5H12 is the molecular formula of pentane. Right? So that's all about chemistry part. So simple it is. Okay. So only thing is you must be perfect with the basic concept, guys. It's very, very important to understand the concepts in a very detailed way. So our channel will give you a great help in that because every single topic of every chapter is covered in a very detailed way. I recommend you to take 100% benefit out of it because people have taken its benefit, and last year students have got 100 on 100 in science and mathematics. So don't neglect. You have hardly 2 months in your hand. You have to use each day with a proper benefit. Okay, so every day you have to study every subject, and especially science and maths. If you want to score 100 on 100, concept clarity is important, especially in case of science. How you present your paper, how you draw the diagrams, how you write your answer in point wise, pin to pin, whatever they asked for, that answer should be there. Okay, so it's not that difficult to score 100 on 100, guys. That too, especially in the SSLC board examination, it's very much easy. Only thing is you have to focus on the concept. You should understand the question carefully, and point to point answer you have to write. Right? So that's all. And in my next video, I will come up with biology questions. So biology questions are also very easy, and I will show properly how to write the answer point wise. See, especially in case of biology, people lose marks because they don't write relevant points. Okay, so I will teach you how to write a relevant points in the biology section. Don't forget to watch my next video. So that's all about today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to post your opinion in the comment section. Fine. So meet you all in the next video. Do subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in a easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you so much. See you all.